Hello everyone and welcome to Hour of Python, which is an Udan initiative. My name is Abhijit Kushwaha and I would be your instructor throughout this course. And before the course actually begin, before we start with diving into the concepts of Python, I think I thought that it would be a good idea to be on the same page. That is to get Python ready for our systems and to install the necessary softwares so that everybody can start without any trouble. So in this session, in session 0 part A, we'll be getting Python for our systems, right? So the first thing that I want you to do is to go on your command prompt or your terminal. How do we get there? You can simply click on your start button and search for CMD and you'll get this program. Click on it. When the program opens, you just have to type Python and press enter. If you get this message, Python is not recognized as an internal or external command, operable program or batch file, it simply means that you don't have Python installed on your system yet. That means that we'll have to get Python for our system. Alright, so where do we get it? We get it from the official website python.org. Now before I head on to that, let me just make one thing clear, that I'll be using a mix of both Hindi and English while teaching you guys. If I feel that there's some concept which requires me to explain it to you in Hindi so that you get a better grasp of it, I'll simply switch to Hindi, or else majority of the times the entire flow of the discussion would be in Hindi and English mix. Alright, so to get Python, we'll go to the official website, that is python.org, and you are free to explore the website on your own. There are a lot of things to explore over here. There are success stories, community section, documentation, about section. You can get help over here. There are some quotes, there are some getting started tutorials and so on. So I would encourage you all to go onto python.org and explore the website once. But right now we are here to download Python for our system. So we'll just hover around the downloads tab and you can see that there are sections, and depending upon which operating system you are on, you can click on that. For example, I am on Windows right now, so I'll just click on Windows. Then you'll be taken to this page from where you can download your Python. Now here it says that the latest Python 3 release is Python 3.9.0 and the latest Python 2 release is Python 2.7.18. Now I would encourage all of you to please start using Python 3 instead of Python 2, because a lot of people have now migrated all their code base from Python 2 to Python 3. Okay, so it is just always a good idea to stay up to date with the current world. Therefore, we'll also go with Python 3 instead of Python 2. Alright, so now when you just scroll down, you can see that there's Python 3.9.0 which was released on October 5, 2020. But here is a note that Python 3.9.0 cannot be used on Windows 7 or earlier. Now, the machine that I am currently recording this lecture on is Windows 7. That means my computer cannot use Python 3.9.0. So I'll go for the next stable release, that is Python 3.8.6. Alright, but if you have Windows 8 or Windows 10, you can always go for Python 3.9.0, and I would encourage you to please go and download Python 3.9.0. It's just that I cannot do it because I am on Windows 7 and it cannot be run on Windows 7 or earlier. No issues. So let us say that I want to download 3.8.6. How do I get it? Alright, so here you can see that there are some options for you to install. Now there are a lot of things and it's practically a mess over here, but we don't have to get lost. All we have to search for is executable installer. Now if you go around looking in these files, you will see there are two files called as executable installer. The first one is this Windows x86-64 executable installer, and the second file is this Windows x86 executable installer. So the first file where you have a -64, that is for your 64-bit operating system, whereas x86 is for your 32-bit operating system. For example, if you are getting Python 3.9.0, alright, and if you want to get it for your 64-bit, then you will simply go on x86-64 executable installer, click on it, and an installer executable program will be downloaded. Now I want to download 3.8.6 because I am on Windows 7 and 3.9.0 is not supported on Windows 7 or before that. Therefore, and I'm on 32-bit system, therefore I will download this. Alright, so I hope you have understood which one to get based upon your operating system and based upon whether you are on 32-bit or 64-bit. I am on Windows 32-bit, therefore I will get Windows x86 executable installer. So I'll just have to click on this and the download will start automatically. So let me just download this on the desktop. I'll save this and the download will start automatically. It is about 25.7 MB size of a file. I'll just wait for it to get downloaded. Okay, so the file is downloaded. If I go on to my desktop, I can see that the file is over here. Let me drag it. Now to install Python, I just have to double click on this installer and I just have to click on run. Now here there are two options available with you. The first option is install now and the second option is customize installation. For the time being, just because we are beginning to learn Python, we'll just go with install now. But before clicking on install now, just make sure that you check this option, add Python 3.8 to path. Okay, you just check this button. What if you are not able to check this? Let us say आप भूल गए और आप आगे चले गए, then you will have to add Python 3.8 to your system variables manually, right? So वो बाद में बहुत ज़्यादा lengthy procedure हो जाता है या बहुत confusing procedure हो जाता है. So we'll just make sure that you click on add Python 3.8 to path and you click on install now. So when you click on that, the setup process will automatically start and Python will start to get installed. So it will take around 2 minutes or 3 minutes at max to get Python installed on your system. I'll just wait for it to get installed. Now once your setup is successful, you will get this message that the setup was successful. Special thanks to Mark Hammond, without whose years of freely shared Windows expertise, Python for Windows would still be Python for DOS and so on. So you just click on close. Now how to verify if we have downloaded Python successfully? Again, we'll go to our terminal or our command prompt, and when you get over there, now you just again type Python. When you type Python and press enter, you can see the message over here that is Python 3.8.6, and then typing Python and pressing enter actually starts Python into your terminal. Alright, so अगर Python installed नहीं होता, it would have given you an error. Just because we have installed Python, and if we type Python and press enter, it will open the Python shell in our terminal, in our command prompt. So let us just try and see what is the shell actually all about. So if I just say 5 plus 5 and if I press enter, the shell responds back with 10, right? If I just say 6 into 8 and if I press enter, the terminal responds with 48. So this is just a place to explore the basic Python snippets, as we call them. We won't be using this terminal for writing lengthy codes because majority of the times our codes are very lengthy, 100 lines of code, 1000 lines of code. So we'll be writing them in separate files, we'll be compiling them and we'll be running them. Alright, but just to say that Python install ho gaya hai, that means if you type Python in your command prompt and if you press enter, this Python shell will open where you can run the basic, like the very bits of Python like this. Alright. Another way to do this, to check if Python is actually installed on your system, is that you just go on start and just search for idle, IDLE. You can see over here that there is a program called as IDLE, idle Python 3.8, which is 32-bit. This means that Python has been downloaded. If you click on this, again you will be taken to a Python shell where you can type your programs. For example, 6 into 8, and if I press enter, the output given to me would be 48. If I just say 6 star star 2, that simply means 6 raised to the power 2, this will give me the value 36 and so on. Alright, so this is how you get Python for your system. If you are running Mac or if you are on Linux, you can just reciprocate the steps which I did. The only thing that would be changing is that you will be just going to the downloads page of your specific operating system. That's it. Alright. The verification is same. You just have to start a terminal on your system and you just have to type Python, press enter. If the shell opens, that means you are there. If the shell does not open, if it shows an error, that means you don't have Python right now. Alright. So this was session 0 part A, where we got Python for ourselves. I'll record one more video where we'll see how do we exactly write some Python code, the beginning kind of 1 or 2 codes externally, and then we'll just see how to compile those codes, right? So I'll see you in next video.